So this is going to be a video exploring faith yoga and the element of space or spaciousness. So let's just dive in and find a comfortable seat. Take a moment to maybe just stack your shoulders over your hips. Lengthen your spine. Maybe close down your eyes. And just take a moment to arrive on your mat. Exploring this quality of spaciousness. We'll begin to explore the quality of spaciousness with our breath. So it feels comfortable and natural. Place one hand on your belly and one hand over your own heart. As you inhale, fill all the space of your body, maybe even considering all the space of your mind and even your heart, your soul. Inhaling this quality of spaciousness, exhaling, drawing the belly in, just relaxing into present moment. Stay with that rhythmic, spacious quality of your breath. And I'd like to offer you scripture to ponder throughout our practice. And this is from Psalm 139, 5 through 7, the Voice translation. You have surrounded me on every side, behind me and before me. And you have placed your hand gently on my shoulder. It is the most amazing feeling to know how deeply you know me, inside and out. The realization of it is so great that I cannot comprehend it. Can I go anywhere apart from your spirit? Is there anywhere I can go to escape your watchful presence? Continue to ponder for a moment this passage. Just imagining God's presence before you, behind you, and all around you. How often do we find ourselves in a feeling of overwhelm, not knowing which way to turn, to feel grounded and safe in our present world? In reality, all we need to do is breathe, feel this presence of God within us and around us. So one more time, if it serves you, place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Take a moment again to just embody this passage, what it means to you personally. And when you're ready, we'll touch the earth down by our sides and start to bring physical movement into our practice. Let's start by just inhaling, sweeping those arms up, maybe gazing up towards heaven. Exhale, relaxing down, maybe gazing into the spacious quality of your own soul. Inhaling, gazing up with wonder and awe at everything God has created, even yourself. A couple more times. Remember, with every inhale, we fill up. We remember who we are. Remember that God is all around us. Next time, hold at the top, and we'll just try to move our spine in all its different directions Just wave your body over to one side as you inhale. Maybe as you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, wave over to the other side. Exhale, use a little core strength to return. Keep it flowing. Maybe sensing God's presence to the left and to the right. Your right lung and your left lung, never as far away as your breath. And then linger to one side, it doesn't matter which. Either hold or flow a little bit. Maybe you inhale, open your elbow, look up. Exhale, close in. Again, exploring this practice with the direction, the gentle direction of me, but also of yourself. How would your body like to move to express this relationship with God? Maybe you hold, maybe you continue to flow. Fill up the space between your ribs with the ever-present presence of God, this interaction, this relationship you have with Him. When you're ready, rise up and bring it to the other side for hold. Again, you could flow a little bit. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Really feel the breath as that guiding force to bring in that quality of spaciousness. Maybe hold. Fill up the ribs, fill up the back. Breath with this loving presence of God. Rise up. Let it go. Hands to the thighs. And let's just move the spine ever so slightly front and back, a little seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, lift your heart, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, arch the spine, draw the belly in, tuck your chin. Inhale again, looking up, wonder and awe. Exhale, round. Maybe a little wonder and awe at how majestically made you are. Exploring this quality of spaciousness, maybe another word comes to mind, such as wholeness, or any other word that is calling to you as an intention. Maybe it's abundance, maybe it's wholly and completely unconditionally loved. Back to neutral. Lengthen your spine and breathe. And we'll just move our spine in its other direction, touching the earth, lifting the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, twisting in any direction. Draw the belly in. Inhale up. Exhale, twisting in the other direction. Belly in. Keep it going. Again, moving with your breath. Maybe taking in the majesty all around you, even if that's the mess in your living room. And then holding to one side. Can you create a little expansion? Spacious quality around your collarbones, your shoulders, your heart, and your breath. Twist in the other direction. Maybe making a sense of spaciousness in your whole spine. Can you get a little taller from your sitting bones to the crown of your head? And then expand laterally into the ribs, around the heart. Rise up and return. Once again, if it feels comfortable and natural, one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Remember, you are wholly loved by God. He's behind you, before you, and all around you. He's present with you, even in the darkness. Whenever you're ready, we'll prepare to transition. So we're just going to make our way into our tabletop position. Lovingly pat up my knees. And this quality of spaciousness for me invokes just loving ourselves, just how we are, how we come to the mat. My knees have been a little sensitive lately, so I'm going to allow for that. So coming into your tabletop, we'll just wave ourselves into our cat and cow. As you inhale, lift that heart, tailbone draws back. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Keep it going. Inhale. Broadness across your heart. Exhale. Can you feel God's presence even in your back body? Maybe close your eyes. Make this an inward experience. And in faith yoga, we use our bodies to pray, to explore this loving quality of our Father. Compassionate, all-knowing. So whenever you're ready, come back to your neutral. We're just going to transition through our downward facing dog. So you can tuck your toes, lift your hips up towards the sky. Finding your down dog. And can you find a spaciousness? Maybe spaciousness underneath the ribs, spaciousness underneath the arms. Spaciousness through your whole spine, all your breath. Downward facing dog in faith yoga is a little expression of surrender. Like we're bowing towards the Lord, just bringing with us whatever comes to our mat today. So whenever you're ready, just mindfully walk your feet forward towards your hands. We'll soften our knees and slowly roll on up. Coming to our mountain pose. Once again, just how your feet feel, just the right distance for you. Maybe once again, we bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. And stand tall. Explore spaciousness in your spine, from your crown to your tailbone to your feet. And also spaciousness laterally, bringing the breath into the ribs. Front to back, bring the breath in the belly to the back. Relax those hands. Widen your feet just a touch. So because we're exploring spaciousness, to me also bringing in the quality of wonder, awe, and joy, let's do a round or 2 or 3 of the breath of joy. So I'll guide you here. I'm going to inhale, arms forward, out to the sides, up over the head. Exhale, bow forward. Soft knees, big exhale. Open mouth, letting go. Let's do that a few more times. So inhale, forward, out and up. Exhale, let it go. We're inhaling this quality of wonder, joy, and awe. Exhaling any doubt, anything that takes us away from this knowing, this presence of God. Let's do 2 or 3 more rounds on our own. You can go fast or slow. Maybe one more. Really open that heart. When you're ready, come back to your mountain. And maybe if it feels comfortable, natural, place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Notice any subtle shifts. You feel a little bit more able to fully inhale and exhale, to fully contemplate the presence of God all around you. Relax those arms. Once again, sweep those arms up towards heaven. Baby back bend in your upper spine. All the space up above you. And then just a lateral side bend, maybe over towards the left. Make it really just kind of light, not forcing. Feel the breath fill into the ribs a little more. Softness in the knees, heaviness in the tailbone, drawing into the belly. Feel more space in your side. Come on up. Look up. And take it over to the other side. Feel the space between your ribs. Making more space in your body, more space in your life. For little moments to interact with God. Rise up. Let it go. Breathe. Feel that spacious quality in your ribs. And let's continue to move the spine in all its different directions. Let's inhale up. Exhale. Look to the right. Draw the belly in. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Draw that belly in. Keep it going. I love twisting poses on a psychological level, on a spiritual level. They help us look all around us to see the vastness. Sometimes we can become rather myopic in our thinking so the heaviness in our lives. So for me to just get out in nature, it just helps me just feel God all around. Rise up. This time just bring your hands right to your heart center. We'll move the spine and it's forward to back, just moving into some half sun salutations. Sorry. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, knees nice and soft. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw that belly in. Feel space in your spine. Exhale down. Inhale, circle those arms out to the side. Again, maybe a little wonder, a little awe. Hands back to your heart. Maybe a little loving kindness for yourself, for those around you. Let's do 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, return. Again, just keep it flowing. A moment to stand tall and breathe, whatever hand gesture feels right to you. Sometimes we're so busy moving that we don't stop in the stillness. Sometimes we can explore that spaciousness even more. Beautiful. So we'll just do a few more standing postures. Let's see here. Then take an inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Take a big step back with your right foot. Take up as much space as you can on your mat here as you come into your runner's lunge. We can root that left hand if it serves us. Reach the right hand to the sky. Another twist. Bring it down. Root that back foot. And circle your way all the way up into your warrior 2 stance. I'm going to do a lot of cueing in this posture, just considering we'll have some experience with yoga. So find your warrior 2 stance. Hands to your heart for a moment. Feel the sense of spaciousness within your own spine. And then inhale, radiate out. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Keep it going with your own breath. Inhale, radiating out. Exhaling back. This is symbolic for me that it's important to take care of our own hearts. Find some stillness. Find time to connect to God before we can reach out and truly be His hands and feet in the world. And then radiate out. Maybe roll the palms up in this gesture that we don't have to have it all figured out. We raise our hands to heaven. Back hand comes down, sweep that top hand up, peaceful warrior. And then just circle it all the way around, nice and mindfully. We'll just take one vinyasa here. So come maybe into your plank or your tabletop, whatever serves. You can lower down. Maybe take your fingertips out wide, toes reaching back, spacious. Inhale, lift up into your cobra. Lower down. Sometimes when I do this, I like to make kind of a little circle, look left, forward, right. Explore spaciousness in the upper body, around the heart. Maybe circle in both directions. And that idea of a broader perspective. And then hold here. You could either hold in your cobra, you could rest, or if you're feeling a locust pose, reach back with your fingertips, reach back with your toes. Breathe. Remember, this is your practice, your time on the mat. Explore postures that are serving you. And then take your hands back down, rest on up, tuck your toes, come back into your downward facing dog. Just take a breath or two. Again, explore spaciousness under wrists, under arms, through your whole spine, maybe down your legs. Then gaze forward. I'm gonna step on through with that left foot. Bring it maybe a little wider than the right. We can stay in our runner's lunge for a breath or two. Again, spacious stance. Opening those hips. You can be up on blocks if that serves you. Right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Twist your heart open. Bring it down, root that back foot, and mindfully rise on up. Warrior two stance. It's okay to wiggle in. Find those shoulders right over the hips, hands to the heart. And then we'll flow. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, draw back in. And that idea of radiating out, but also caring for yourself, your own time for spaciousness, your own time for breath, your own time with God to even remember that He's all around you. And then hold the pose. Relax your shoulders, maybe turn those palms up towards heaven. You're not doing this alone. Peaceful warrior, back hand drops, top hand reaches up towards sky. More space around the ribs. And when you're ready, come back down. Again, let's come back into plank or a tabletop. Explore strength. Drop to your knees. And this time, widen your knees, hips towards heels. Rest in your child's pose. Maybe roll those palms up towards the sky. Just pause here to breathe, to pray, to feel God's presence. Whenever you're ready, coming back up, we're just gonna find ourselves in a seated position. Bring in whatever support you need. You can even lie down if you're feeling tired. We're just gonna take a few moments of contemplation. Just move our bodies just one more time to help us settle in. So fingertips to earth, some repeating patterns, just like we need to repeat and remember who we are and where to find God. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up to one side. Inhale up To the other side. Inhale up, twisting to one side, just for one cycle of breath. Reaching up, twisting to the other side, broadness across your heart. Reaching up, hands in prayer to the heart. Staying here or placing one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Feel the spacious quality of your breath. And once again, as you just breathe deeply here, we return back to our scripture. I'm going to read this to you twice, so this first time just let it wash over you. Psalm 139, 5 through 7. You have surrounded me on every side, behind me and before me, and you have placed your hand gently on my shoulder. It is the most amazing feeling to know how deeply you know me, inside and out. The realization of it is so great that I cannot comprehend it. Can I go anywhere apart from your spirit? Is there anywhere I can go to escape your watchful presence? And listening to the passage one more time. This time, just see if one particular word resonates with you a little bit more, and see if you can hold that word in your heart. You've surrounded me on every side, behind me and before me, and you have placed your hand gently on my shoulder. It is the most amazing feeling to know how deeply you know me, inside and out. The realization of it is so great that I cannot comprehend it. Can I go anywhere apart from your spirit? Is there anywhere I can go to escape your watchful presence? And might I add, loving presence to that. If a certain word resonated with you, just let that wash over you. If no word popped up, just sit and breathe. Contemplating the presence of God all around you. He moves into all of the spaces. And after you've contemplated his presence for you personally, let's take a moment to send his presence to someone that we feel may need it. From your heart to theirs. Visualize this person surrounded, before, behind, and all around them, protected by the divine love of our Savior. And lastly, let's send this divine love, this spacious quality of God to all beings. We know that it's a choice to walk with God. Let's just send this presence, this divine love as a seed to all beings so they know. Maybe in the mystery of nature, in the heart of a loved one, that there is a God. Send this presence of God to the hearts of all of humanity. May they know you. May they love you. May you fill in all the space of this most beautiful world that you have created. Feel this wish for humanity start with your own self. Feeling the presence of God for yourself, to your family, and to all beings. As we close out our practice, choose for you what would be the most beneficial way to close out your practice. Maybe you decide to lie down, take a few closing poses, rest in Shavasana. Maybe you stay in meditation, just continuing to contemplate, feel the presence of God. Maybe it's time to move on with your day and you just commit to pause. Find a little stillness and feel God around you in all of your moments. In the moments of wonder, in the moments of sorrow, sadness, joy, gratitude. He's there. Namaste.